on Iwtv News.
Oktoberfest in Reiver country.
This is like kind of the big formal event in town that everybody kind of gets excited about.
Homecoming week.
It's short and sweet, so you can still get your stuff done.
Let it snow.
It could have been a lot worse, and our kids just kept battling and battling.
The Hall of Fame.
I don't want this night to end, so I'm just going to cry for a long period of time.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello and welcome to our latest edition of Iwtv News. I'm JJ Davis. That's right. We're here in the Big K, Canesville Arena. Now, you know, this place was transformed recently, and in the end, it was all for a good cause. All dressed up and the place to go. Oktoberfest in focus at Iowa Western. It's the theme for the annual Black Tie Harvest for Scholarships.
People love to come out, get dressed up to support the students. And then you look at the debt that's happening with college students these days and different things like this. This gives them an opportunity to give back to Iowa Western.
How'd you come up with Oktoberfest? Or was it easy?
Well, it was, you know, I like beer. Anybody who knows me will say that. But yeah, it's just, we need a little more, we don't need no walk in the park. We needed Oktoberfest.
I think we have more people here today than we've ever had in the history of this. This is 25 years since this started. It's only the 24th one because of COVID, we missed a year. But 25 years this tradition has gone on.
Young people need help to be able to afford a college education, and it's about their future. If they can get an education in whatever program of studies they desire, they're going to have a great life.
This event means that Iowa Western is a wonderful school, and I'm so happy that our high school seniors have this wonderful two-year school to go to.
It's fun to come out, get dressed up, and you know, bid on some of these silent auction items and just have a good time with members of the community.
This is like kind of the big formal event in town that everybody kind of gets excited about and likes to dress up for.
It is wonderful to see him get dressed up. I just asked how long it's been since he actually had on a tie.
They've really supported a lot of wonderful candidates through this program, you know, and I'm happy we have them in our town. What about you, George?
Iowa Western is one of the pillars of the Council Bluffs community. What they do sets an example every day.
Being the co-chairs, you have no idea how much work goes into something like this. And I want to let everybody know that Matt and I did nothing.
And I'm sure many of them would never have predicted that 2 decades later, 2.5 decades later, we would be here tonight with nearly 500 people in attendance, on track to break $3 million raised for scholarships.
So next what I'd like to do is each one of these great young adults that we have coming up here, just tell you a little bit about just who they are, where they're from.
Hi, my name's Lauren Brown. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa. I'm a freshman here at Iowa Western, starting with a business transfer major, and I'm also on the golf team.
I want to present them with the Excellence Award. Thank you.
We didn't sign on for this for the recognition, but it's a great cause. And we appreciate every one of you that have come tonight.
And come they did, all dressed up at the place to go, the annual Black Tie Harvest for Scholarships at Iowa Western. Oktoberfest, a festive night to eat, drink, and be given. Talk about giving? Football, baby. Giving and taking out in Utah. But next up, the State of the College Address after the break.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is Iwtv News.
know, it's always a fun time. Lots to do. And of course, I'm talking homecoming week. Now, it starts on Monday and ends with football, baby. The football game. Homecoming week kicks off with ice cream.
Yeah, and then just
Eating ice cream and
You're a drama teacher, and that's your like, hey! He's warming up.
Wearing spacey, crazy hats.
It's the Monday of homecoming week, and we're just celebrating together, just getting together to have a pep rally, some performances by cheer, and eat some ice cream together.
It's really nice. It gets student involvement, which is really good.
Thank you. I think it's a great start. I think we're getting a lot going here. It's a good time.
It's a great way to like hang out with friends and just do something, and plus free ice cream.
And the next night, putting on the best, laser tag in the Wellness Center.
But when you're shot, your vest will say shields up.
Of course, you know, I dominate everything I go into. It's laser tag. What else is going to change?
Yeah, I'm a good shot. I'm going to be super sneaky about it. They're never going to see me coming.
I don't know. I think I'm just better than everyone else at laser tag. So that's my specialty.
Read it!
Nice.
Woo!
High fives for the singers at lunchtime in the Student Center. Karaoke with John Rush. You gonna sing?
Definitely not. I can't sing.
I'm not used to this kind of music, and just listening it feel kind of great, yeah.
It's entertainment. I mean, yeah, it's pretty fun. I like it. I would never do it.
Singing with paddles at the Wellness Center on Thursday. Recess at the Rec. The shoot-around never gets old, but it's
harder. It's still a lot of fun. You don't lose your skills so much as you lose your stamina a little bit, and when you have some knee issues, it can be hard, but it's still fun.
Recess at the Rec is a great opportunity for us to just relax, get away from our desks, play games, and visit with our coworkers.
Students pour it on and pay a visit to the bonfire Thursday night outside the suites, handing out happiness as well as framing the night with some memories. And Friday morning, back to the Wellness Center for a fall checkup.
Given flu shots, not the COVID shots, but the regular flu shots, I think it is. And they're doing biometric screening.
Last day of homecoming week, kind of a hectic schedule. This is a nice way to end it.
Agreed, and I think that they have it set up to where it's short and sweet so you can still get your stuff done.
Stuff getting done in the Student Center. How about some Joe on the go to close out homecoming week 2023? And next up, football, baby. And so the students get their day. How about their week, so to speak? But what about us? The employees, the faculty, the teachers, etc. And what a better way to say good morning at Iowa Western than with the Reiver cheer team showing the way. Thumbs up for the annual college-wide in-service assembly.
We get to see a lot of people that we don't get to see on a daily basis. We can put faces to names and departments to departments.
Everybody's in pretty good spirits all the time here, so we have a pretty good organization.
The most important thing is the recognition that we're going to give to our faculty and staff for their years of service. but more importantly, our special awards that we give to each and every one.
But first, a little more. And then, time to recognize employees with 5 years of service to Iowa Western.
Joseph Miller, certified athletic trainer.
Say it is so, Joe. 10 years in Reiver country. And how about 20? Next up, the Living Our Mission Caring Award.
He is a highly skilled and compassionate educator who always goes the extra mile for everyone. Congratulations to Dave Charrington, Assistant Professor of Media Studies. Congratulations to Mackenzie Shinbara, Professor of Music. One major challenge he faced was the project to move Colleague to the cloud. This was a huge endeavor for the entire college, and especially the Colleague team. There were some difficulties, and through everything, he stayed upbeat, positive, and supportive. Congratulations, Jason Hanna, Colleague Systems Manager.
We're doing amazing work here. The one thing they kept telling us, we're not selling our work. You know, we're not talking about ourselves.
We work with Staff Senate to try and bring ideas forward to help things improve on this campus, specifically for staff.
Some of our events include Lunch and Learns, Employee Appreciation Treat Cart, Halloween Costume Contest.
It means a lot, especially what they said, because a lot of it came from the student aspect about, well, my office is not my office, it's more their clubhouse, and that actually means a lot to me.
I was very surprised, and it's very nice to be recognized. I mean, honestly, we did a lot of hard work, but I know it's the cliche thing to say, but I have an amazing team.
I want people to think about how they see their own life differently, and I want them to see how they see other people's stories differently. The culture here, what you're building, who you say you are, what you represent, right, is exactly who you are and where you're going, and you're on the right path.
On the right path with the guest speaker and passion igniter, Lamar Womble. The annual college-wide in-service assembly at Iowa Western. The door is always open to new ideas in Reiver country. It's an open and shut case for success. And speaking of success, the Hall of Fame. But first, football, baby. The Badgers, when we come back.
Drop that baby.
You know, this season's just been a bear. Or how about some Badgers? It's number 2 against number 5. Unbeaten against once beaten as Iowa Western flies to Utah to tackle some snow. Terry Foote Stadium on a picture-perfect October fall night in Utah. Head coach Scott Strohmeyer in 6-0 Iowa Western against Zach Erickson in 4-1 snow. The Reivers come screaming out for just the second time in Badgerland. Big Blue shakes hands with a 5-2 overall record against the college. Late first quarter, QB Donovan Smith, quick slant to Tyree Carter. And 29 yards later, snow brings the rain up 7-zip. First play in the second. The home team fumbles it away on the Iowa Western goal line, and the Reivers recover. 2 possessions later, quarterback Hunter Watson tears for 25 of his team-high 57 yards, and Big Blue settles for Max Bartacek. 33-yard field goal, and the visitors are on the board.
On the backside.
D coordinator Mike Blackburn talking up the dark side. Less than 7 minutes to go in the half. Smith spins it to Jared Wilson, 29 yards, 13-3 Badgers. But the Reivers come right back. Watson, 9 of 19 on the night, finds tight end Navian Cargill. And 2 plays later, number 4 to number 25, Bryant Williams. And he's all alone for a 20-yard touchdown. Iowa Western fans that make the trip, give him a hand. Stroh and Big Blue head to the break.
We're still in this game.
Second half, all Iowa Western. Cleve Lubin and the dark side, 11 tackles for loss. And after a field goal ties it, Watson just lays it out for the Trell Bonner. 35 yards, and it's 2013 Reivers. President Dr. Kinney, he gets the word out. Time for the sack attacks. Joe Yelly, one of his 2. And then Walt Gray, ditto. Big Blue hunts down Donovan Smith 5 times. Snow takes over on its own 46 with over 6 minutes to go, and the Badgers pass right down the field. And then with just over a minute left on a 4th and 4 from the Iowa Western 14, it's ruled incomplete. Strohmeyer and the Reivers outgut Snow for the second time in 3 years in Utah, 20-13.
Challenge them at halftime and see what we're made of with things that didn't go our way right away. It could have been a lot worse, and our kids just kept battling and we found a way to win.
Offense did just enough, came out with a better energy in the second half.
Yeah, you got to make a play. We make a play down on the sideline for a touchdown, and we scramble and make one right before half. So that's what it comes down to, is you got to be able to make plays.
Me and Latrell, we were talking about it all game. We wanted to go ball all game, and then we finally got it, and I took advantage.
Got to make a play. It's been too long. I ain't scored in all 6 games. I was due.
What was the deal with you with those sacks, man? You were like a man possessed.
Just executing. It's a team sack. Everyone else did their jobs. I just did my part, and I got to be in a part of it.
Everybody doubted us. We had the who was it? Joey Phil? Yeah, Phil. We saw that. We saw you vote for them. Yeah. Look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard, Joe.
I told Coach afterwards why every single game we play has got to be a 1 score, down to the wire. But that's a good football team there, and proud of the way our kids fought on the road.
And it doesn't get any easier. After a much-needed bye week, the Reivers hit the road to always tough Butler, Saturday, October 22nd.
Yeah, let's go, let's go.
And then there's the volleyball team. The Reivers close out their home schedule with a 3-day tournament, and it's also in memory. Next night, some Blue Dragons are across the net. First set, Carol Hay rolls 16 kills, hammered down. Big Blue 23-20. But Hutchinson roars right back, winning 5 straight points and takes it 25-23. Iowa Western circles the wagons. The visitors keep it going in the second. Right through the block, 23-16 Hutch, and an ace closes out the set. 25-16 Dragons. The home team, a little restless, comes out determined in the third, going down 13-10 Reivers. Stephanie Zarmachant says it's my turn, and Big Blue stays alive 25-21. Fourth set, all Iowa Western, as the Reivers just block their way to a 7-zip lead. And Big Blue puts a roof on Hutchinson, 25-18. Fifth and final set, 1st to 15, Iowa Western at the net, not going to be denied, 13-10, and then up 14-13. It's out. The Reivers never say die. Storm back to outgut Hutchin 5, 3-2.
First word that comes to mind is just fight and, toughness. I loved seeing that because that's something that we see it in practice, and it's something we've been working on.
It feels good. It feels good to know that our team can, fight back even when we're down, and to come back even when it's hard,
Yeah, this is so important because this shows that our team is always together, and when one is not good, the other one will enter and will do better.
I'm excited because, I think we're building momentum in the best time. We want to be playing our best ball at the end of the season, so here we are at the end of the season. Let's play our best ball.
But we said no, not tonight.
No, indeed. Big Blue sweeps Monroe 3-0 the next day to go 3-0, unbeaten for the weekend. The Hall of Fame on the other side.
I got some Oxy after I hurt my neck. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
A great night to look back and remember. I know I did. It was just great to see everybody once again. Soccer night at Iowa Western. Goalkeepers beware. The 2013 Natty Champs are here. Both teams and their head coaches. Around 140 honored guests gather to remember and also celebrate a former president and his wife, as well as his right-hand man, a good man, into the Reiver Athletics Hall of Fame.
It was very, very nice for them to think of him, even though he's no longer with us, but he is here in spirit.
The two teams that are being inducted, those two coaches, I hired both of those young guys, and they were tremendous. And so it's an honor to be honored at the same time they're being honored.
This is such a great honor. I'm so happy to be here among people and friends and colleagues and brothers and sisters. It just feels so warm. It's great to be back home.
On this drive over here, I was trying to talk to my wife. I was already tearing up. I couldn't even get words out. I don't know if you remember the last time you had to deal with me in 2013. I was a wreck. Just plan on a wreck tonight.
It's just indescribable. It's just a feeling that is something you work for. Something you work for here at Iowa Western.
Oh, it is the best feeling. And seeing everyone, all my teammates together is just bringing it all back. It's such an amazing feeling.
After some food for thought comes the real food, buffet style. And then, time for the induction ceremonies, followed by the speeches.
No, Doug might not have been recognized as an athlete, but he had the heart of an athlete, and he bled Reiver blue. I know he is so proud to be among the notable people in the Athletic Hall of Fame.
I think sometimes I say more times for the good, but I think as a coach, you realize that there's so much power in influencing people. Iowa Western's family. And for me, I got to experience everything with my family here.
Bypass it, go over the top of it, or cut it and play out the other way.
I was here as a student, I was here as a player, I was here as a student athlete, I was here as a graduate, I was here, this is where I started work, I was here as an employee, I was here as a coach, I was here as an alum, and now I'm here as a Hall of Famer. I don't want this night to end, so I'm just going to cry for a long period of time.
I'm so proud to be here as the wife and the mother of presidents of Iowa Western, and they're both named Dan Kenny.
It's great, and the thing that I'm most pleased about is that we are able to retire here in Council Bluffs, and I still get to go and watch the Reiver games, even though now the students that are running the gate at the parking lot of the football game don't know me.
Iowa Western wins 1-1 after regulation.
The one thing that this team, the reason that we went all the way was reasonable or not reasonable, they're just going to go for it.
They walked in with their rings, and I was 5'8", 150 pounds. I walked out by myself. 4 big football players walked in with their rings, put it right in my face. You wish you had one of these. Yeah, I do. I was like motivated.
Bunch of winners. Bunch of winners. And like the coolest thing for me is 10 years later coming back and seeing all my teammates who live all over the United States now, who have done incredible things since and still are, these beautiful women, these mothers, like these people are incredible humans, and it comes from just being winners.
We took nothing and we made it into something, and that was just repeated over and over in our season. You know, we did the weirdest stuff, but it brought us together.
Together for a night of celebration, a night to remember. The 2023 Reiver Athletics Hall of Fame induction ceremony, Iowa Western and winning. And after that, the Hall of Fame. And so for this latest edition of Iwtv News, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, keep shooting. I'll see you around campus.
Iwtv is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.